This is Emily. Emily is a student in Aotearoa New Zealand who is talking about her journey through her personal pathway. Her school has recently joined Waru Community of Learning. I've had fun learning about patterns and numbers, which is linked into what I'm going to be learning at school. Me and my friends all went to school together. We helped each other find our way around. My teacher already knew that I loved science. I had a special place to put my rock collections, and there were books about rocks too. My teacher already knew what I was good at. She told my mum and dad that I was doing well in maths and what stuff I was going to be learning next. She said that I need to spend some time practicing some writing skills because that's a place that I can improve. It's cool because I am writing about the insects and birds that I find in a notebook. In the local paper, people were talking about falling fish numbers in the local rivers. A whole lot of us from all the schools around here had to think about what we could do to get more fish in the rivers. We went to visit a hatchery to find out about how they raised fish for sale. We made a plan to use the hatchery idea to get more fish back in the rivers. There was a lot that we had to think about. Today I wrote an app on matching bird calls to the names of birds. My teacher saw that I needed help with getting my written instructions to the app. He arranged for this woman who runs an IT company that often works in our school to come and help me. All the teachers in school around us are working on maths together. We've had a top maths person working with the teachers, and they are trying out new ideas and ways of teaching in class. Today my lesson was videoed so my teacher can watch it later and see how I'm learning. Our community has been focusing on health. One of the teachers from another school really cares about what kids are eating. She comes to our school once a week to work with us. We are hoping to get the dairies and food outlets in our area to have healthy options that they sell to all of the school kids for breakfast and their lunch. All of the schools have gardens. We have been learning to use what we grow in our cooking. We found out that everyone ate at celebrations, but it was amazing how many different types of food we ate. My teachers know that heaps of us are struggling to understand algebra. A great teacher from our secondary school has been working with my teacher, and now we are starting to get it. We got the results from our national standards. I'm above for maths and reading and at for writing. The cool thing is that the teacher also used the pact, and I've made good progress in writing. Mum and Dad are on my case because even though I'm doing well, I've been cruising a bit in maths, and I'm going to need maths if I want to really understand science well. I know what I have to do to improve, and I have no doubt that Mum will have a plan. This teacher and another teacher had a great idea about how to teach us in groups. They got some money to make it better and share it with all the schools around us. A bunch of schools are using it in Auckland. My teachers have been looking at where kids in our community go when they leave school. My friends and I are learning about things that will help us be ready for tertiary study or to find a job in our local community. We were allowed to select groups with students that had different skill sets to put together a movie or site for the school's intranet's careers page. I learnt so much from the others that I used my new digital technology skills to present my research assessment in social studies. The highlight for me this year has been the inquiry that we did into the quality of our water. We investigated the water quality from the source to the sea. We were able to check if there was a relationship between the distance from the source to the quality of the water for maths. Our experimental techniques were assessed for science, and we get to write recommendations to the council about our findings for transactional writing in English. Brilliant! 3 achievement standards assessed. It was a lot of work, but everyone's keen on water these days, so it made sense. Early this year, a mother came into school to talk about the use of the human papilloma virus, HPV vaccination, Gardasil, for the Biological Investigation Standard 2.1. It was so interesting to be hearing this information from the actual person who's giving the injections. I was so interested I joined Project Incubator. It's an initiative that our District Health Board has started with all of the secondary schools in our region. We get to understand about health practices and how community health issues are addressed. I'm getting good marks. This is the stuff of my dreams. I have been studying the subjects that will prepare me for university. I want to be a microbiologist. At the moment, the dream is to work on a treatment that can cure Huntington's disease. A group of students from different secondary schools in our kahuiako have support with scholarship level material with the university. I'm loving the biology.